think I served for almost 7 years. As a strong member, I was the vice president of the women wing of Jamaat Nasir Islam National. And I know what I'm saying, and that sometimes it hurts me, the way the church is going. We're too relaxed, sleeping. I remember there was a time I said, we are too relaxed in the church. If we are not careful, one day they will come and wrap us with the blankets we sleep. And it's gradually coming to pass. Amen.
Amen.
There are a lot of plans that honestly, I pray that God will open our eyes to know what these people are planning. They are illiterate. Yes, we call them illiterates, but they are smarter than all of us here. Yes. They plan ahead. What are you planning for the house of God? You only plan for your stomach, plan for your family. Have you ever sat down and said, what will the church of God benefit in the next 100 years? What is the next generation in the church will benefit in the next 100 years? What are our thoughts in the church concerning the situation that is happening now? Some of us are not yet believing that something will happen in Nigeria. Or something is happening in Nigeria. The only thing they know, we are hungry. When Abacha, people still condemn Abacha, but I think like Abacha is the best president Nigeria has missed. Whether you like it or not. Because newspapers said a lot of things about Abacha, but I now believe that Abacha was the right person for the house, that God kept him there for the church. When I was still a Muslim, and I was still member of Jamaat Nasir, and I was a journalist. So I do go to most of this, and when something happened like this, they ask me to go. In Arewa house, they insisted 3 times, including IBB and many others, insisted that Abacha should sign Nigeria as a member of OIC. He refused. He said God did not make a mistake to keep both the Christians and the Muslims in this nation. For that reason, he will not sign. It will happen after his death. Let me open up something to you. It was the same Muslims that killed Abacha. It wasn't any Christian or anybody. Muslims killed Abacha because of some of these things that I want to open up to you. It got to a point that Abacha told them that why he will not sign this is the Constitution said freedom of worship. And if he insists that that means the whole nation will be Islam, and truly by Constitution we are Islamic nation. Yes. Do you understand? Yes. Because when you look at the Constitution, there is nothing like church in the Constitution. Yes. But there is Sharia, there's mosques in the Constitution. I remember one day I called the Khan president, and I said, he said who was talking, I introduced myself to him. I said, sir, are you aware that the National Church has no certificate of occupancy? The mosque has the certificate of occupancy, but the National Church don't have. Are you aware? I have to open up some things to him. I said, you people are busy sitting there eating the money and not knowing what will befall your children that are coming behind. Who are you? What do you mean? I said, go and find out whether the National Church has certificate of occupancy. And it was the handwork of El Rufai. He did all these things to make sure, apart from J.T. Hussein, we have never produced a minister, a FCT minister. And that one was military. That means they are telling us that the nation belongs to Muslims. And the stupid thing that pained me much is that those who sat sat down and wrote the Constitution were Christians. They got money, they got what they want and wrote rubbish and kept for us to suffer it. But as the God of heaven liveth, the clock is about to turn.
Amen.
I don't know how God is going to turn it. That is why he said, "I'm the God of all flesh. Is there anything too difficult for me to do?" No. There is nothing. We must open our eyes. There's something they said in Hausa, "Sabo da azaba ya hana." No matter how close you are with them, that will not stop them from destroying you when the time comes. Yes. We are crying now. They are going to retire. Yes, because they have planned this for long. What plan did we plan for our children? I am only crying for the ones that are coming behind us. Because we have sold their birthright already. It has been paid. When you talk to some of our Christians, fear. Okay, continue in fear. If you don't die today, tomorrow you must die.
How can I?
And that's why I always say, I prefer to die a hero than to die a coward. We don't have a voice in the Christendom. I pray, Daddy, God that has raised you to be a leader in this forum, be reassured that there is a sword behind you. Yes. But one thing I want to say is that we must die for our children to survive. If I know that if I die today, I will be a sacrificial lamb for them to survive, honestly, I prefer to die. What are we doing in the house of God? If you talk about churches, nobody will even listen. I think this forum is the best place that will speak out. Yes, ma'am. And say it the way it is, because it's not about church. I pray that God will give some of us the boldness. That is what they have. They are so bold. They are not afraid of anything.
That is true, man.
They can stand and say whatever they want to say. But our own, we are afraid. Let them not come after my children. Let them not come after me. So they should come after the church of God. There's a very big plan ongoing now. And truly, there is no house of a Muslim. Let me just give the places I know very well. Kaduna, Jos, Benue, Niger, Abuja. All these Muslims, you see them in bukas. There are weapons with them. They are carrying their wives outside to go and train them. Small children and wives. I saw children of 6 to 7, 8 years. They were training them in the bush and they were rolling.
Yes, I saw it.
Military training. I started crying. One of my staff asked me, "Mommy, what is happening?" I said, "I'm crying for the church. I'm crying for the church. I'm crying for the church. We have slept for too long. This is the time we should wake up from our slumber." The Bible said, if you save your life, you will lose it. Yes. And when you lose it, you will find it. Yes. This is the time to prove that if I perish, I perish. Esther said that did she perish?
She didn't perish.
She didn't. Because there's a God in Israel.
Yes.
These people are planning, they are having ideas every day. We don't have ideas at all. Our own is to think of money, my business, my this, my dad, my church, how we will get tithes from the church, how our number of members are decreasing, how our members are growing. That is all we know. Shame.
It's actually fine.
Woe unto the church. We have sold our children already into slavery, whether you like it or not. How many days left for us to go? The young ones that are coming will have no say because already we have silenced them.